What's up guys, my name is Ace, and quite surprisingly, we've got some year 2 content for Black Ops Cold War, and I've had a ton of people asking me to cover the Vargo 52, which is the brand new assault rifle that they just launched. So I decided I'm going to do a very condensed gun guide for this, just to give you some of the basic stats so you have a general idea of how this performs in Cold War's multiplayer. And I'll be honest, I don't really have a ton of interest in playing Cold War. My interest still lies with Vanguard at the moment. So I'm not going to be grinding through and unlocking all the attachments and sharing the gameplay there. I'm just going to throw up some gameplay against bots. This video is just designed to be quick and dirty to get you some of the basic information to get you on your feet. And diving right into it, let's have a look at our damage profile, which is 32 up close, 28 at a distance, meaning it's going to be a 5 to 6 shot kill. And just like with almost all of the guns in Cold War, there are no separate body multipliers. As for our rate of fire, this is 800 rounds per minute, which is exactly the same as the FARA 83. And what this means for our time to kill potential is in that 5-shot kill range, we're killing in 300 milliseconds, which is a little on the fast side for an assault rifle in Cold War. And then in the 6-shot kill range, it'll be 375 milliseconds. As for headshots, if you're able to mix 2 headshots in with body shots in the 5-shot kill range, you will now be able to get a 4-shot kill with a time to kill potential of 225 milliseconds, which is very fast for this game. Then getting into our range value, this is where things start to fall apart with this gun. Our 5-shot kill range only extends out to 38 meters by default, which is significantly less than the FARA 83 for instance, which would be the closest comparable gun here. So this is something you definitely want to keep in mind when you're building your class setups. You'll probably want to put a barrel on there that will be increasing your damage range. After that though, let's have a look at our recoil, which is fairly basic. It kicks basically straight upwards, a little bit of a lean to the left, and then it sort of curves back to the right. But this is a fairly easy recoil pattern to predict and control. So while it's nowhere near the most accurate assault rifle in this game, it's not that bad. You can definitely control this out to medium to somewhat longer ranges without too many issues. Now finally, just quickly for our handling here, our aim down sight time is fairly standard for assault rifles at 300 milliseconds. And our sprint out time is unfortunately pretty bad at 400 milliseconds. And this is the actual experienced sprint out time in game, not just the stated sprint out time. It turns out those actually align for once. But that's another factor that is one other big factor with this gun that you absolutely want to be paying attention to when creating your class setups. You'll likely want to be using attachments that help you with your sprint out time. And with that, that's going to wrap it up for the basic stats that I feel are the most important to be paying attention to with this gun. Now, I just want to quickly show an example class setup that I've thrown together, and I've done a little bit of testing with this in custom games. Seems like it's going to be a pretty solid build for multiplayer. So with this, we're using the GRU suppressor, and this one's going to help a little bit with that vertical recoil while also keeping us off the radar. Then we've got the VDV reinforced barrel. This one is mainly for doubling our damage range. So our new damage range is 66 meters. So that's going to cover the vast majority of gunfights. And this also helps bring our bullet velocity back into a reasonable place. After that, we have the Spetsnaz grip. This one is going to help with vertical as well as horizontal recoil. Then a 40-round magazine. Since we do burn through a 30-round mag pretty quickly with an 800 round per minute fire rate, I like just bumping that up a little bit without hurting my aim down sight time at all. And then finally, for our rear grip, I'm just going to be using the speed tape here. And this is going to help us a bit with our aim down sight time, and the key is it doesn't hurt our sprint out time at all. I would like to be using something like the GRU elastic wrap or the serpent wrap, but that quite simply gives us a sprint out time that isn't viable for any sort of aggressive play. So there you go, there's a quick and dirty overview of the Vargo 52 in Black Ops Cold War's multiplayer. As for my thoughts on this gun, keeping in mind I am pretty rusty and out of the loop with Cold War, it seems like it's more of just an average to maybe even slightly below average assault rifle. It's not bad by any means. You can absolutely make this work and find some success with it. And there aren't any like really serious glaring issues with this, but at the same time, it just doesn't really stand out in any way. And I can already think of a good handful of assault rifles that I would much rather be using. Now, of course, these are just my super basic and early thoughts on this gun, largely just based on the numbers and the basic testing that I've done so far. So I want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. For those that have used the Vargo 52 in Black Ops Cold War, what do you think of it so far? Also, for those that aren't aware, another piece of content that was meant to be coming to Cold War but isn't here yet, it has been delayed. This is WMD, which is a map from Black Ops 1. We also saw this remastered in Black Ops 4. That is coming to Cold War, and I believe it was already meant to have arrived by now, but there was some sort of a bug that forced them to have to delay it, so that should be coming at some point in the near future. If you guys enjoyed this video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.